What's up, Scorpio? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B in Boston. So, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. Yes, I'm a little bit faster today because I've had a little bit of sleep. Thanks to my husband. My best friend is baby napping, so she stole the baby and ran upstairs. Everybody wants to steal the baby, and I am gladly giving her over because she is adjusting from NICU life to home life and she's not sleeping. So anyway, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus. If it's not your story, it's not your story. You don't have to leave a comment that says it's not your story. Just check your moon, your rising. Check your big six, which is Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus. Cross watchers, welcome here. Welcome to the Queen Tarot B. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, whatever it is YouTubers do. And also, just know that the energy can come in vice versa. When I say that, I mean this is what Scorpio can be doing to you, or how Scorpio feels, or this is what you can be doing to Scorpio and how you feel. So feel free to leave a comment that says this came in vice versa for me. That way I know how the energies are coming in this month. Speaking of months, this is for the week of January 21st through the 28th. So that's for 2020. I know I'm late. I've asked for a little reprieve here because sleeping is not a thing around here. I've got a preemie, and preemies take extra care. It's not just eat and sleep. It's, really check on the baby, make sure she's breathing, that whole thing. It's very intense. So anyway, yes, I'm late, I know. Anyway, anything else? Oh, if you need a more personalized reading, because this is general, so if it's not your story, it's not your story. But if you do need a personalized reading, information is in the box below. Please feel free to email me and get a list of services. So, Scorpio, for this month, I feel like you're really off kilter. You've done so much work on yourself and you feel stuck. You're just in this one place. And yes, I did find Hall's watermelon, so you guys are in trouble. You feel really off kilter. For all the work you've done, you feel stuck. You feel like past decisions you've made have hindered your future. They're saying that it's almost like decisions you made in your 20s have now affected you in your 40s or 30s or even in your late 20s. They've really affected you, and it's not been in a good way. It's been in a negative way. It's taken away from what you could be doing now, as opposed to if you had made the correct decisions. And I feel like a lot of you are having trouble at work, or are making decisions about work, and you're at a crossroad, right? You're at a crossroad and you're stuck and you don't know which way to go, because putting in the effort here means A, B, and C, and putting in the effort here means A, B, and C. And so it's like they both have the same outcome, just a different route. But this route seems a little bit harder than this one. This one is just smooth sailing, and this one is you really got to work to get what you want. Now, anybody who knows anything knows that you have to work to get what you want. But in this particular situation, had you made the correct decisions a long time ago, you wouldn't be at this crossroad right now. And I feel like you really don't know what you want. You're at this crossroad and you're really just feeling confused. You are so fucking confused. And I'm swearing because that's the energy I'm getting in. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What do I do? Like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Which way do I go, George? Yes, I'm old enough to remember that. Just gave away my age. Some of you are dealing with a twin flame. A lot of Scorpios. Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising are dealing with twin flames and very, very serious ascension. You guys are ascending like this. There's a reason for it. If you want to know the reason behind it, you want to work with me monthly and work on that, let me know, box below. I feel like in this situation, they're saying you really have to make a blind decision, okay? You're really going to have to make a decision based on your instincts. And I feel like your instincts are a bit fucked up right now. It's like, well, if I go this way, but if I go this way, well, if I go this way, but if I go this way, but if I go that way, and you've never been so confused before about a decision. A lot of you are content in your home life. But there are some of you that are ready to make a change. You're ready to cut off what's no longer needed. You're ready to cut someone off that you feel you can no longer grow with. You can no longer find a common ground with. You no longer have the same interests. And I feel like you're going to be cutting that person off. For you singles, I feel like you're too focused on this decision to be worried about that. Okay? So I'm getting messages for everyone lately. My gift is off the hook, and last night it was so overwhelming that it caused me to have a spell. Now you guys know that I have spells and I pass out like that. I called my husband when I finished the Aries video. My speech was getting slow. I knew it was coming. So I went and slept, and I slept for hours and hours and hours between getting up with my daughter. So, anyway, let's see what the cards have to say about this, okay? Because I would really like to know what's going on with you guys, since I live with a Scorpio. And my daughter is, well, my son, I'm not having a son. My daughter is a Scorpio rising, and my husband is a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. My daughter is Sag Scorpio, and my son. My husband is a Scorpio Sag. So it's going to be interesting around here. And my daughter has a Scorpio in Mars. Boy, is she going to be a handful. Let's see what we come up with, guys. And I know some of you have to be feeling that solar eclipse full moon in Cancer. And it caused everyone, Cancer especially, to go absolutely berserk. Like, people have been going emotionally crazy. So if you're feeling rather emotional, it's the overcast of that. You can expect that energy to stick around for a little while. It's not very comfortable, especially for us fire signs who aren't really emotional. Yeah, it's showing me that you're just not happy. You're not happy where you are in life, okay? Showing me the sun in reverse. And it's also showing me that you want to manifest something bigger and better for yourself and your family. But you need a break. You need to take a break and really think about the decision you're making at this crossroad. You need to time out yourself. I know, putting yourself in timeout is a rather funky thought. But you need to put yourself in timeout and really think about what you're going to do. Because one has instant gratification, and one has gratification that you have to work for. It's saying right now that you're resisting your intuition. The Hierophant isn't always about relationships. In this case, it is, and it's not. It's saying you're resisting information, you're resisting knowledge, wise knowledge to make the decision. It's also saying that the relationship you're in is not for you. Soulmate expiration date, Scorpio. It's saying it's time to come to an end, okay? And the person you're with only makes the offers of a page a night. They're not really making a kingly offer. They're not really offering something that is worth sticking around for. And so you really need to think about whether or not you want to keep this person around, because it looks like this expiration date is up. Some of you may be going through a legal course, okay? Some of you may be going through a divorce. That situation is no longer for you. You're moving on, whether or not that partner knows it. I feel like some of you are going behind your partner's back. Some of you will get caught, some of you won't. But there is a divorce here. This partner is not making an offer. They're not willing to come back, okay? And you're sitting in your right power. You're within your rights to go ahead and move on from this situation. This person isn't offering you what you need. But the thing to do here, Scorpio, is to walk away and to ask for that divorce. Here's a decision that you're making, and this can stand for both. Decision between two lovers, decision to be alone or to continue on with your marriage or a significant other, or a decision at that crossroad. And it looks like either way, whatever decision you make regarding your relationship, your marriage, whatever that is, significant other, whatever situationship you got going on, and your work situation is really going to transform you. It's going to give you this knowledge that you didn't have before. Okay? It's going to give you, it's like going into that cocoon to come out the butterfly. That beautiful, majestic butterfly. With all the knowledge that you need to move forward. But it's a matter of making that decision, whether it be situationship or whether it be for work. Okay? But it's beautiful. And you guys will come out a beautiful butterfly at the other end of it. You go from ugly caterpillar with too many legs to butterfly. The most majestic animal in the world. Eight of Pentacles in reverse talks about being out of work or someone not wanting to work together or not wanting to work on the situation anymore. Again, situationship or work, it's entirely up to you, whichever that is, whatever you have going on, Scorpio. With that, you have strength in reverse. So it's showing me that you're not pulling on that divine strength to make the decision. You haven't made the decision, and you need to. I always tell everyone, Scorpio, cough drop. Indecision is a decision. And with that, you have the Two of Wands, which I was right about, okay? This represents a crossroad in traveling. So there may be some traveling for work in the future. You're going to go with something that's going to cause you to travel. Or maybe if you make your mind up with this situationship and you part from this person, there could be travel involved. Doing things and seeing things you always wanted to see, right? Right. Like I said, some of you are dealing with the Four of Wands, the 1111, the twin flame. A lot of Scorpios are in a twin flame union. And it's amazing to me because it's a lot of Scorpio and Aries. But I do see other signs like Scorpio and Pisces, but a lot of Scorpios. So you guys have really done the work. You've really gained the knowledge, and you've come into union with your significant other, with your other half of your soul. I am so proud of you. That work, that shadow work, that shit is hard. And you're opening your skeleton closet and saying, bring it on, mofo. And it's like you're taking skeleton after skeleton and just throwing it. Okay, done with you. Okay, done with you. Okay, handled you. Okay, okay, okay. And you're coming into union this lifetime. This is like unheard of. Okay? So you guys have really, really done the work. I couldn't be more proud of you if I tried. Some days I wish I was a Scorpio. I'd like this recognition. But I love being an Aries too much. But they're saying with that, in that union, you're not using that intuition with the High Priestess. You've come into union with your significant other, with the other half of your soul. You can trust this person with your heart, your soul, your mind, your body. You can trust this person with anything. And you need to understand, trust is the key. Without trust, you have nothing, babies. Okay? You don't have to dig into this person. You don't have to find out everything there is to find out. All you need to know is this is the other half of your soul. And this person loves you like no other. So take action toward them, okay? Show them you love them. Show them you trust them. Show them that they're the person for you. Don't push away. This is not the person you want to push away, okay? This is not the person you want to push away. If you're feeling that bond, that pull, you will feel a magnetic pull from across the fucking country. I know I did. I was pulled. He was in Florida 7 years. I was in Phoenix 7 years. We were both pulled back here by a pull that we didn't understand, okay? This is not the person that you want to push away. The last cards you have, because we're running short on time. Oh, actually. You went from not knowing what you want in your relationship with your significant other to understanding and knowing what is right and what is good for you. But when it comes to gaining that knowledge, at that crossroad, you're sitting pretty going, which one do I choose? Go right, go left. Instant gratification, work for gratification. Instant gratification, work for gratification. Leave my current relationship, stay in my current relationship, and continue to go behind their back. Guys, going behind someone's back never works out. You always get caught. Somehow somebody will know the girl or the guy that you were talking to or sleeping with, or it always comes out in the wash. Always. I've seen it happen so many times to people. Make up your mind. And for those of you that have, you'll be seeing that divorce proceeding. Your last 3 cards. So you're really cutting out what you don't want in your life with this King of Swords. The King of Swords energy is that I don't fuck around energy. I'm here to do my business and leave. But emotionally, something's got you messed up. What that something is, I don't know. It could just be all the time you've put into option A for your work and having to leave it for option B, or it could be all the time you put into this relationship and you're thinking of leaving. But there's these old devil habits, and you have to be really careful. There's a fine line there, guys. You didn't do all this work so you could turn around and end up with this guy again, okay? You guys very easily cross the line into this behavior. Whatever that behavior is for you, drinking, drugging, you very easily cross this line. You didn't put in all this work to shut yourself off emotionally to go back to this. Be very careful what you're doing. Very careful, because you're walking a fine line. That's what I have for you for the week of the 21st through the 28th, 2020. I have a baby brain. If you guys need a further reading, please see the box below. I love my Scorpios. You guys know that. This is your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B in Boston. And I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.